I shall soon take over this puny world. Hold on there a moment, Pocket Shiv. Oh no, John Langbot. No.
Well, I have got to say that was almost as bad as these things are. Anyway, we've got something a lot better to look at today. This. It is the Jun Lang JL-10. Little teeny knife here. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? I found this little fella on Fast Tech the other week, and I thought, yeah, I like that. I'm going to have to get one of these in. Here's one side of the knife itself. You can see it's held together with Torx screws. Flip him over. Got the same face pattern here, and well, you can see it's just the other end of the screws. Look. Let's take a look at the blade, shall we? Okay, so we can see the manufacturer's name and logo just here. And just up top of the blade there we have JL-10 JT. And we also have a almost hollow grind come saber grind almost. Let's flip it over. There we go. It's got a number there as well, look. Whether that's the serial number, I don't know. I think mine, the one I ordered, is made from brass here. It looks like brass to me anyway. And here is the handle section. Flip him over. Again, brass and stainless steel, I think. Torx screw construction. So, and we've got a little lanyard or keyring loop here. So how does this become the handle then? So here we have the two parts then. What you do is you just squeeze these little bits here, like so. And then we insert the blade thusly. Let's just take a look at a few dimensions for you. The open length, as you see it here, you're looking at 91.8 millimeters. Closed length is 65.9 millimeters. Width is 27.8 mil. The handle thickness is 5.7 millimeters. The blade component overall length is 55 millimeters. Blade length itself is 33.3 with a cutting edge of 32 millimeters. The blade thickness is 1.8 mil. Let's just pop it on the scales then. So it's 1 5/8 of an ounce, or 44 grams. So what about a size comparison? Well, it's going to have to be the horrendous Pocket Shiv clone. As you can see, it's the same length as the Pocket Shiv is in its little sheath here, but just a little bit longer in its open configuration. Okay, so which one would I prefer to carry? Well, I've done a review of this thing here. Here's a link for it if you want to go along and have a look at it. Well, I have been messing around with this one for quite a few days now. I think I've had it for about a week, something like that, and it's a lot better than this thing is. You can hold it a lot better. It's a properly sharp little blade on here as opposed to this thing. There is nothing really to get a grip on these things with, to be honest with you. Not really. I mean, you can hold it like that, I guess. But you know, it's alright for hitting somebody with, I guess. But trying to hold it properly is pretty damn difficult. The Jun Lang, on the other hand, is actually you can get like almost 3 fingers onto it. Look, so you can actually hold it properly, get a fairly decent grip of it. I'll tell you what we ought to do while we got hold of it like this is, I mean, there's a little bit of a hot spot just there under my thumb, which is a little clip thing here, but yeah, I think while we've got hold of it like this, I think we ought to get the bitzer bag in. Bob the bitzer bag. Here's Bob the bitzer bag. Now let's start with a bit of paper then, see what it can do. Yep, I should say that's fairly decent. You certainly couldn't do this with the Pocket Shiv. So I'll get that out of the way. There's a bit of rather heavily used cardboard here. Let's have a look with the cardboard. Yep, cuts cardboard quite nicely then. What about cheapy rope? Let's have a look at some cheapy rope, shall we? Get it into something we can use, like so. Pop the little Jun Lang in there. It's only a little short blade, remember. Let's have a look. And will it fall apart as we actually putting some pressure on it? I've not tried this yet. Let's have a look. Well, no, it didn't fall apart. It's still in one bit. Look. Get that out of the way. While it's out, we'll get the heavy duty package strapping in there. Let's have a look. Chopping that up nicely. Right, let's get it folded over. Will it cut through this then, I wonder, without falling apart? Because this is the thing, as I say, it might fall apart with a lot of pressure on, but we'll have a look. No, it's cut through that very easily, actually. Okay, so we'll get that back in the bag. And here we have the speaker style cable. You're all familiar with it. Let's not use that in because we tried that with something else the other day. Right, into a fresh bit here. Pop him in. Yeah. Where's the thicker stuff? Here we are. 24020. This is much heavier gauge. Let's see if we can get it to fall apart now then, guys. No, it still hasn't fallen apart, look. This is, you know, this system here of holding it together is a lot stronger than you might think. I think we'll get the seatbelt in. Try a bit of seatbeltage. Links seatbelt. Thank you very much for sending this in, Link. Get it folded over. It'll take quite a few slices to get through this, I reckon. One. But it's looking like you could get through your seatbelt with it. So it's quite sharp actually, this little blade, I have to say. There we go. Right, wait a minute. I wonder if we could cut our way through this bit of a heavy duty zip tie here without it falling apart. Let's cut the end off of that nicely. Right, let's fold it over. Give it a go. Can we do it without it falling apart in our hands? Oh, well, if I could actually keep hold of things when on the floor. Try again. I can't hold it, guys, it's too short. Hang on. Right, here's a brand new one. Plenty for me to get hold of this time, I hope. Wow, cut through that very easily, surprisingly. Okay. Time for the chopping block. Let's get some of this cheapy rope in, see what it can do with this little, because it's got quite a belly on this blade, look. Yep, straight through that, look. That's awesome. Just exploding bits of cheapy rope all over the place. What about the speaker style cable? Yep, it's a bit difficult to keep hold of this little blade, I must admit. But it's doing it. What else we got? The thicker stuff. 24020. Yep, chopping its way through that quite nicely too. Is it taking the edge off of it? Doesn't feel like it. Still feels nice and sharp there. Seatbelt. Yeah, you can see that. Chopped through that quite nicely. What's it like with pipe? Here's the clear stuff. Is it going to ping it around the room, flatten it, or what? No, it chops through that very well. It doesn't flatten it at all, hardly. Look at that. And off it goes around the room. So, yep. Quite a nice sharp little blade then. Far superior to this thing here. When you buy a Pocket Shiv clone, you'll get a length of this rather puny string with it. In the box with the Jun Lang, you will get a set of instructions. Like so, telling you exactly how to use it. And some rather nice, appears to be 550 paracord. I think you probably get about a metre looking at it. So this little Jun Lang is a much better quality construction, sharpness, blade design. The accessories are quite nice with it. You get this nice paracord. As you can see, it's a very interesting style and design the way it works. Just pinch just here, releases the blade, pop him in, and there we go. And you can very easily hang it off your keyring too. Just this end off your keyring. I guess especially if you've got one of these quick release clips attached to it, you can get it on and off your keyring quite easily and quickly. If you don't like the brass finish like mine, I happen to like this one actually. It's also available in black and silver too. So what do I think of the little Jun Lang JL-10? Well, I quite like it actually. It's quite an interesting little design, as you can see. It's far superior to the Pocket Shiv clone. So if you're thinking about buying a Pocket Shiv clone, you know, to be honest, I'd think again and go for one of these because it's much better. It's sharp, properly sharp, not just pretending to be sharp. It's a proper stainless steel. I'm not sure what the material is. What I'll do is I'll have a look on the website and I'll put it just here for you to have a look if I find out what material it is. But at least you'll be able to sharpen it, and as you can see, it's I think you'll find it's remained fairly sharp. So there we go. Quite an interesting little design. I like it quite a lot. When it's stashed away like so, you could just have your keys on here and it would look just like an ordinary key fob. I would have my keys on this end and not this end, to be honest with you, because you know you'd have the quick detachable, or you can even leave your keys on it, to be honest with you, because that would give you a little bit more to get hold of. You know, with your key fob, keys in there, give you a little bit more to get hold of with it. But yes, I quite like this, and it looks, as I say, just like any old key ring, key fob. Quite nice, quite heavy, as you've seen, quite well made, nicely sharp. Yes, I quite like it. Alright then guys, I hope you enjoyed this little review, this different little knife. As I say, as soon as I saw it on Fast Tech, I thought, yes, I'm definitely going to have to get one of those in because I quite like that, especially in this brass finish here. I think the other two finishes might just be like stainless painted or stainless polished, but this one I like a lot. Don't forget guys, you can subscribe to my channel, that will help me out no end. You can also click like if you've enjoyed the video, that is. If you've enjoyed the review, please feel free to click like, and you can share it with your friends. And if you know any transformers, you can share it with them too, because they might very well be interested in this knife. You can also follow me on my Instagram feed here. That is where I put all the new stuff as I get it in, as it comes through the letterbox basically. And there's also my Patreon page. You can support the channel via Patreon too. Okay guys, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming over once again. An interesting little knife, I'm sure you'll agree. Well, thanks for popping over once again fellas, and I'll see you here again next time. Laters!
Rathbone.